If you want to elevate your grab and go eating to an all new level, then this flavor packed high protein chicken Caesar wrap is the way to go. It's packed with tender pieces of grilled chicken, crunchy lettuce, a tangy sauce, and it's all wrapped up in a low carb tortilla shell. Hello, everyone. I'm Deborah. Welcome to my kitchen where we are making healthier versions of the foods that we love. And we all know that one of the quickest ways to derail our diet is to grab and go. Because a lot of times the things that we are grabbing, they're processed, they're filled with a lot of chemicals, they're filled with a whole bunch of carbs, they're filled with things that we can't even pronounce, they're filled with sugars. But not today. This recipe that I'm bringing you guys, absolutely phenomenal. And it only takes a few main ingredients. We've got our tortilla shells. I've opted to use low carb. We've got some tender chicken breasts that's going to be seasoned and grilled to perfection. I've got some crunchy romaine lettuce, and I've got a tangy sauce that I'm going to tell you more about later on in this video, because my sauce is a sauce with a twist. So you guys, if you're going to do grab and go, then this is how you do it. Okay, let's get started with this chicken. So I've already cleaned it and it has been patted dry. And as you can probably see here, we've got different thicknesses. So in order to ensure that it cooks evenly, what I want to do is to beat it. No, you guys, only kidding. We just need to gently tenderize it and pound it till we get an even thickness throughout all of these pieces of chicken breast. Okay, don't beat your food. All right, so in order to accomplish that, what we need to do, or one of the things that we can do, you can put this in a Ziploc bag, okay, zip it up, and then you can pound it, or, okay, you can take some clear wrap, which is what I am going to do. Spread it over this chicken. Just like that. Okay, and then proceed to bang this until this chicken is nice and tender and thinned out. Okay, perfect. That was a lot of fun. Okay. So now at this point, we are going to start our seasoning. Going to start with some avocado oil. Now, avocado oil, I like to coat my chicken with this. It helps the seasoning stick to it. And I also find that it prevents them from drying out too much, especially with chicken breasts. Okay, coat both sides. All right, next we are going to season each side with some salt, some pepper, garlic powder, and paprika. Now, salt, pepper, and garlic powder, these are my go-tos when it comes to seasoning my chicken. Today, I'm adding this paprika because it adds that beautiful golden brown color and a hint of some spice as well. Not too much. Okay, flip them over and do exactly the same thing on the reverse side. Okay, this chicken has been thoroughly seasoned on both sides and it is ready for the skillet. So I am going to sear it probably for approximately 3 minutes per side, just based on the thickness of it. The other thing that I'm going to do while I'm at the stove is I'm going to take over my tortilla shells and I'm going to heat them probably maybe 20-30 seconds per side, because I do like them to be a little bit more pliable when I get ready to roll them up. So you guys meet me over at the stove. Okay, my skillet has been preheated. Just add a little bit more oil to it. And then add in this chicken. All right, everyone, we've got our seared chicken. It's seared to perfection, and we've got our wraps here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to let this chicken sit and rest, and that way all of the juices can absorb back into this chicken to make sure that we have a nice, tender, juicy piece of meat. And now the wraps, as I had mentioned before, I just put it on the heat just for about 20 seconds per side. Again, because I don't like what I consider to be raw bread. I just got a thing with bread. So anyway, just heated them just slightly through, and it's still nice and pliable, okay, so that when we get ready to roll, we'll have no problems in doing that. So let me go ahead and set this aside. And then the next thing that we want to do is to chop up our romaine lettuce. One other thing that I want to mention about this chicken is to also make sure that you check the internal temperature with a food thermometer. Okay, if you're interested in one of these, I purchased this from Amazon. This has an internal temperature of 165 degrees. All right, now for our lettuce, just gather it up into a little bundle and just give it a rough chop. All right, this looks good. And there's one thing left, and that is this sauce. Now, I had mentioned before that I made my sauce with a little twist, and that being, instead of using a traditional Caesar dressing, I'm actually using a Roumalade sauce. And the reason being is because I made this sauce a couple days ago, and I use it for a po' boy that I made for me and my husband. And we're not ones to waste food in this household. So I made this wrap before using this sauce. Absolutely phenomenal. And the interesting thing about this sauce versus a Caesar dressing sauce is the fact that they use virtually almost the same ingredients. The Caesar dressing has oil and Parmesan cheese in it. This does not. This has a sriracha, so you get that hit of a tang. Again, absolutely delicious. So this is what we're going to use to actually toss in our lettuce. So let's go ahead and put some of this in here. And another thing that you can do as well, which I am not opting to do, is you can go ahead and slice up this chicken, and you can toss that into this lettuce and sauce as well, but that's not what I want to do. Give it a nice toss until this lettuce is thoroughly coated. Just want to add a little bit of black pepper to this. Of course, this is optional. And our lettuce is ready. Now, up next, what we need to do is to go ahead and slice this chicken, and then we will be ready to assemble these wraps. Okay, let's take our wrap. If you want to add some additional sauce on it, do exactly that. Add in our lettuce, some chicken, and we are going to wrap. And the last thing that we need to do is to wrap these up in some parchment paper, because after all, they are grab and go. And here we have it. When you make it at home, when you control the ingredients, when you control the cost, grab and go will never be the same. I encourage you to give this recipe a try. It is absolutely phenomenal. Let me know how you feel about it by leaving it in the comments. And if you enjoy the content that I am bringing you here, you guys, please do me the honor of subscribing to my channel and also sharing my channel with those you feel would benefit from what we are doing here. And that is bringing everyone healthier versions of the foods that we love. I want to thank you all so very much for being here today. Remember, it is a great day. You continue to make it your own kind of special, and enjoy. So good.